Previously on Sailing Ruby Rose.
1370 on number 1, 200-mile shakedown cruise. So there you go, sails up. Seawind 1370. This is the end of protected water. Now I'm going to get into open water, so we'll see exactly how it goes. Not going to lie to you, yesterday was not pleasant. Wind's knocking 22, 25, gusting 30. This boat, it can take it. Yeah, clearly the boat is far, far stronger than I. Beautiful, calm conditions behind this rock, but as soon as we get back out there, another shellacking. After 6 hours anchored behind the rock, the crew are well rested and it's time to head back out to sea. There's a pretty fresh breeze going on. With the anchor raised and stowed, we are back out to sea. Now at this point, the wind is even fresher. We have got 3 reefs in the main and we are getting the jib out, but leaving a couple of wraps in that. Honestly, it is very, very fresh. Now, a lot of you have asked about performance. No, I have not been muzzled, but it's very, very difficult to get performance when the sea state is like this. But we are heading probably between 9 and 11 knots, beating into the wind here. So that is the boat speed. In addition to this, we have got an apparent wind angle between 55 and 65 degrees off the wind, which for us is pretty damn good. But the sea state, again, I am holding on here, one, to try and keep my breakfast down, but also just because it is pretty rough. But no squeaks, no problems with the boat, just a lot of spray and a lot of kind of like bouncing off those waves.
What's the speed, Phil?
About 8 knots.
What's the wind speed?
25, averaging 25.
Another question we get asked is, why would you set off into this weather? Well, I wasn't the skipper, but Seawind wanted to test the boat. This is the entire reason this boat is being sent up to Nha Trang, to beat into heavy weather. The harder you thrash the boat, the better you can work out if the boat is going to be tough enough for those circumnavigations that so many owners have planned.
So, apologies for the look. Day 4 on passage. I guess that's what you get after 4 days of being tossed about. So today we've got about 45 miles to run. We anchored off in this tiny little fishing village. It's flat, calm. Skipper's getting a briefing done for the crew, and we're just going to get the engines started. I think today we're going to motor sail. The wind forecast is much less wind, so fingers crossed, because yeah, it's been a pretty sketchy few days. Probably some top 5 roughest sails I've ever had. Anyway, beautiful sunrise, and yeah, time for us to go up the coast. Morning, Stefan. Here's our happy crew, all starting their morning coffee with breakfasts from around the world. So I'll report that later.
So after the relative insanity of the last 3 days, looks like the last few hours is going to be kind of what I signed up for, which was, well, a nice little motor up the coast. Maybe I should have bought a motorboat, but no. So yeah, it's actually, no, it's a nice end to this leg of the journey. Top tip, whenever I travel on other people's boats, I pack my own supplies to a certain extent, my own things. Life jacket, obviously. Harness, obviously. And tea bags. I really am quite English sometimes, but I have turned into my own mother. So yeah, so I managed to brew up a cup of tea on the induction hob, which is amazing. Like, it heats up, you know, enough for a cup of tea in 30 seconds, which is all I really need in life. So yeah, so I've got a cup of tea and about 3-4 hours to run till we're into Nha Trang. I've heard that check-in, despite the fact we've only done a coastal cruise, is a very long process. So I expect to be kept on the boat for 3 or 4 hours, but in that time I'll pack everything up. I have a hotel booked for tonight, and after 3 days of lying around, trying not to throw up, dry retching, eating bits of bread and water, I'm going to have a very, very, very long shower. I'm going to have a very large meal, and I'm going to sleep. Then I'm going to go out and see how many beers I can drink before I fall over. So finally, after 4 days, the crew are, well, we're within sight of Nha Trang. I reckon we got a couple of hours to run. There's a big party island, like a big resort island, off the coast of Nha Trang, and after Ho Chi Minh, Nha Trang is the place I've been to the most. So yeah, so we'll go around there. The marina we've been to before. We went to a regatta there, regatta. Last year, so we'll head in there and go and see the staff there. We also need to check in Nha Trang. Here we come. Here we are, the end of a very arduous 4 days. Nha Trang Marina. Finally, we've just had a quick briefing from our skipper, Stefan, who's telling us exactly where he wants us all, where the lines are going to be, and he's going to take an idea of placement, wind direction before deciding whether we moor port to or starboard to. And we have a welcoming committee, so I hate welcoming committees, because when I have a welcoming committee, things go tits up. Nothing's going to go tits up today. I will film as much as I can because I actually need to help, but glad to be here finally. Yeah, finally at Nha Trang after 4 hectic days. 3 hectic days, 1 not so hectic day. One really nice chill morning where I wasn't throwing up and I got a good meal down my neck and a hot shower and all the things. Anyway, I'll put the camera down, go and help these guys tie up, and I'll see you back on the dock side.
Okay, landing bell.
You're about 12 meters out, Stefan. Slow her down, slow her down.
Yep, reverse.
Reverse, Stefan.
So just a quick point about the arrival at Nha Trang. The check-in process was complicated because Nha Trang Marina and the authorities are not used to seeing a foreign flagged yacht arriving, even though it was from Ho Chi Minh. So there was a lot of paperwork to do there before we were allowed to get off the boat. The second thing is the staff at Nha Trang Marina, just so polite, arrived with flowers, a really lovely formal welcome, and unfortunately we had to kind of adhere to the formal check-in procedures. But yeah, lovely to receive flowers, and Stefan receiving the bouquet with dignity. Anyway, there we go. Leg 1 finished. Leg 1, what can I say? I'm glad I did it. Don't want to do it again. Tested the boat, tested me, didn't have my sea legs, threw up for 2 days. But that boat is strong, like super strong. So yeah, very, very happy that I've done it. And now I'm in this beautiful marina, Anna Marina in Nha Trang. Hope you enjoyed this one. In the next episode, I'll be sailing downwind, the easy episode back to Ho Chi Minh. So, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, thanks for commenting. I'll see you all next week. Take care, goodbye.